Invoker, but then the Viper comes out and kind of a response to that. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to see Tempo play this one. I'm excited to see if they can do something better with the lineup they have. Is it going to be enough to bring down the gods? Well, that remains to be seen. But I'm certainly excited to see them give it a try in game number 2 here. Of course, the winner of this game goes straight through to the closed qualifiers.
Usually, Troll does not like to play against the Batrider, but now he has Abaddon with him, so that's gonna be a different case. Does not need to care about getting those sticky napalm charges on him. They're not gonna even lane. So what they want to do is try to dodge the lane of Abaddon with the Batrider. Otherwise, you just feel like your hero has no influence on the laning stage, and this is where you want to excel. Like, you want to get the kills.
There we go. OG immediately starting off in a pack. Apes alone weak. Apes together strong. And they see Monty. He's going to be the target. Stun is out. Oh god, this is an alone ape, and he's out of here. Monty, going to be the first blood. And we're going to get some all chat on this one as well. Hey.
I wanted to see monkey business after you said that line.
It would have been on brand, wouldn't it? Topson mid one, moving down the map. They're going to see if they can secure at least one of these.
Second or the first movie, that line?
It's from the second, isn't it? Because the first movie's just about...
I don't remember. Yeah.
I think
one didn't even have a pack. That's correct.
Yeah.
He was just alone.
But he breaks out of the...
We're talking about Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, for those of you unknown. Ooh, Gogi comes in, Saxa and Sumail here. They've actually got a lot of damage to throw out onto him and a lot of slows as well. Saxa coming at the blocks, and the blocks, they got the kill. They've got him. Oh my god. The Saxa, he's been learning from Motail.
I like how he was... I'm gonna leave you the last hit, then there was a miss uphill, and he's like, shit man, I have to take it now. Like, I gave my best, can't resist anymore.
Yeah, you get the message, it's like, sorry, this one's just looking too tasty. You could have kept missing, you could have got away, I had to do it. Alright, so, Weaver, how's he going to do in this bottom lane against the Pangolier and the Abaddon? Because right now he's completely alone, it's Nicolisa and... Gogi, both up here in the top lane to start things off. Mitch going to be on the Pudge. Meanwhile at mid, Topson already in pretty deep against Monty.
Bottom lane should do fine. I believe they need to switch one more hero to the bottom lane, and it's a free Weaver game besides playing against Nyx, Assassin, Stun, and Carapace, and you should be able to...
Yeah, it's not a huge one. I mean, if you accidentally put your bugs onto him, it can be kind of annoying because he just gets a free stun on you whenever he wants, but other than that, yeah, it's not too hard to get out of the way of him. Just gotta be careful with when you throw out those bugs. Nicolisa taking a journey down to the bottom lane to help out the Weaver, it seems. Meanwhile... Yeah, fairly happy with how they're playing the lane so far. Tempo.
And this is exactly what I talked about. The dodging the lanes, Batrider against Abaddon. Abaddon TP's top, Batrider TP's bottom. Now Abaddon runs bottom. At one point, you just gotta...
Mid one with 5 stacks on him right now, but of course, he's got the swashbuckle, so if any aggressive play is made, then he can get himself to safety really, really easily. Well, no tail. He's looking for a courier right now, and I'm not sure who pinged him, whether he pinged himself or whether someone else pinged him up. But
has been slain.
He does, doesn't he? He's got a sixth sense for couriers. That sniffs them out.
It's such a good Nyx Assassin game. You're playing against the Batrider, Invoker, Weaver, and also Viper with Nether Toxin. A lot of uncontrollable damage, and you can always get a Carapace off.
Yeah, and a lot of mana to burn from the Invoker as well, also very pleasant. And to an extent, Batrider, of course. Yeah, but so far a peaceful start to the game, and actually Mitch leading on CS to start things off, so Pudge doing pretty well.
Mitch.
Your man.
Yeah, I mean, Pudge is one of the better heroes to last hit with, especially once you get a Quelling Blade, high base damage, good animation.
Hold on a minute, something's just occurred to me. With that very sick prediction, you didn't tell Mitch to pick Pudge in the break, did you?
Do you think they would listen?
True. They're probably playing that.
If I told them to pick position 5 with Void Spirit, would they listen? Probably not.
Social experiment. Mitch in some trouble right now, though. Sumail and Saxa slowing him right down. Stun out as well. Mitch trying to run away, but Sumail, he's got those 8 further stacks up on the big tanky Pudge. And he's going to draw himself a kill. You know what, mid, Topson continues to put the pressure on. Seems to just be playing under the tower every time I look at the guy. Trying to get Monty out of the lane, trying to mess up his CS as much as possible. He's doing very well for himself so far. 13-5 on Monty, and Topson all the way up in 18-5.
I still think they need to start more aggressive on the bottom lane. The problem is this Angolier is already level 4 because of all the lane swaps. He got a lot of solo XP and no tail. He will already take the bottom outpost.
Yeah, he ain't messing around, is he? No tail in, playing no games. He's here to take outposts and kill couriers. And he's all out of couriers. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, the Viper's in some trouble. Smel's closing the gap, but Smel's not particularly healthy either. He's got a lot of poison stacks on him. Mitch will be able to bring him down, so a straight-up trade here, benefiting tempo for now, and Saxa can't actually chase this one down. Meanwhile, down the bottom lane, Weaver actually ends up dying, but they get a turnaround kill again. Mid one goes down, and Notel, I don't think he's surviving this one. Nicolisa, gotta be cautious though. He's got the Curse of the Avernus. If he gets silenced up, that could spell trouble, but he's gonna continue throwing out sticky napalms, and there is a Molotov available. Notel should be going down, doesn't get the kill, he doesn't! Nicolisa gets himself a double kill, and another good trade. Tempo, lane, tearing open in the bottom lane as well. They did lose their Weaver, however.
Play more aggressive on the bottom lane, top lane, there's a lot of slow. Pudge just hit level 4, so with the extra slow, and there's a hook online, they should be able to grab a kill. Not necessarily need to grab a kill, but you need to harass. Also, Viper needs to be in the lane. He just picked up a bounty, lane is pushing in, and they need to be careful. When you're pushing the tower against the Pudge, one good hook can change things around.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah. I also love the synergy here between poison attack and rot, right? Like, you slow them down, you decrease their magic resistance, and then rot, obviously a magical spell, and also slow them down a bit. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot.
If you don't buy a bracer on Pudge, you're not playing Pudge correct, period. Like, you need to have at least.
Ooh. Topson grabbing that Forge Spirit, amping up his net worth just a little bit more each time. Well, Nicolisa sees Notel playing around this mid lane. Throws some sticky napalms his way. Meanwhile, Void Spirit jumping in deep. The Sunstrike is going to come down onto Topson, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem a lot to go. Actually, he comes very far. He's living through this with the shield, but no, will still be dropping. Now Topson, well, he's being chased. He's being burnt out. Nicolisa should finish the job here. A couple more right clicks will be required. He's bottling up, and in comes a Remnant, turning it around. Topson, realizing he needs to fight, but he's dead. Nicolisa going to get a second one. He can't. No, there's a shield on Notail. But still, I mean, they bring down Topson. Nicolisa seems to have woken up something in this second game. He does not want to be level 6 at 17 minutes, that's for sure.
He's almost level 6 right now.
Double the pace of last game. That's what we like to see. He's mad. Meanwhile, Exist taking some severe damage from mid one in these swashbuckles. And with 20 charges on that wand as well, Exist can't really do much to contest mid one in this bottom lane.
Just hit the shrine, lol.
If only. I'm so glad they're gone. Did you like the shrines?
I was fine with one shrine, I gotta say. Oh, okay. The stun. Perfectly done.
Well, I wouldn't know because I wasn't watching. But Saxo mid one make a rotation down at bottom, and it results in the death of a Weaver. Bug swatted. Oh dear, Topson. He's getting jumped on right now. 3 heroes coming in. He's used one Astral Step, and he doesn't have another one available. And looking at Notail as well, but I think they want to try and get both these kills. However, Nicolisa taking a lot of damage on the front lines here. Topson can turn around and blow him up. They know this. Oh, and Saxa, he's around the side as well. Topson coming in deep. There's a lot of heroes around here. They're really diving for this Batrider kill. They will get it. Now Topson needs to get himself out, and luckily he's got a great position in order to do so. Saxa going to try and drag them in one direction, Topson in another. They're focusing up the Void Spirit for now, though. And the is available. Oh, a little bit off the mark on that. It should be. It should be. Exists on top, but there comes this mid-arm out of nowhere. The design comes out. Two-man stun from Saxa as well. And Topson, he's got the space to survive this one. In fact, he might even have the space to turn this one. Gogi's up on the high ground of just firing out poisons on everyone. And Saxa's the one being run down. The Noxel comes in. He's got the heals. Viper's in some trouble. Viper is dead. Exists as well, getting stunned up. And he's going to be meeting his ends as well. Two heroes. OG once again turning it around. As usual, it looks bad. It looks like OG have overextended. They've made a mistake. The Topson has thrown it all away, but he hasn't. They know the limits of their heroes so bloody well.
The survivability from Abaddon and Void Spirit, they just bought enough time. This is why this hero, I think, will be either banned or picked. Does so much. Alright, they're still behind tier 1 tower once again.
Hey Viper, how's it going, buddy? There's three heroes who want to have a very personal meeting with you to discuss your performance in this middle lane, and they have deemed it not acceptable. Gogi dead.
Yeah, I still didn't see a missed stun from Saxa this game.
No, he's on point. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, mid one, he's bowling over Mitch, and Sumail getting on top of him as well, and this troll Warlord can start to chunk through the big chubby man. Mitch brought down. Meanwhile, Nikolita's in Roche, just trying to escape, it looks like. Actually got bashed at some point there, so that's why he's so low on HP.
Also, Saxa getting close to at least one component of Meteor Hammer. Farming on the bottom lane. Bounty in 30 seconds, plus an outpost. He will be level 6 before 10-minute mark, which is always a good sign on your position 4 or 5.
Batrider, come on, buddy. Don't let it slip out of your hands now. You're so close to that level 6 mark.
Oh god, he had the same amount of experience at 6th minute.
Oof. Yeah, he hasn't had anything since then. He's got this, don't worry. Topson, oh, sick hook dodge, kind of. Cold Snap is out onto him though. Nikolita closing the gap as well, and he's actually managed to land the Molotov, which is going to start burning him up, but he's got the jump to the low ground and a haste rune. A gift from Gaben allows Topson to survive this engagement.
Yeah, Gaben just clicking buttons from the Seattle. Have this one. Now he's going to pick up 2 other bounties.
Feels good.
Interesting.
Feels very good. Runes. Well, there's got to be that RNG element of Dota 2. Keep it fresh, keep it funky.
Alright, Mitch, you need to land a good hook out of reach, far away from Abaddon, so they can get a kill. We didn't talk about mid one. He's just doing the same thing he did in the previous game. Pangolier, Javelin, building towards that mech, farming on the bottom lane, also involved in half of the kills so far.
Yeah, but very active at the same time, getting a lot of money into the piggy bank. Meanwhile, Nikolita trying to stop this attack on the middle lane. Not so much he can do other than just pepper in some sticky napalms, but he has found his 6, so the ability for... Oh, man, bad miss there from Mitch there. Trying to grab out Topson, and now, well, they've got the Remnant, they've got the stun, still focusing on that tower here, but Notel realizing there's 4 heroes turning up to this one, they need to get themselves out, but mid one, he's turning up, he's got the Rolling Thunder, in goes Topson as well, they're looking for Monty, are they? Yes, they are, but in comes Gogi from the backline, pointing up Topson for the time being. The invis is out onto Monty, but it doesn't seem to matter, they've got him locked down anyway, they're going to get this kill. Down goes the Invoker, the Viper goes down with him, and OG take the tower they came for.
OG always feels like they're limited on the tower damage, so they play around the siege creep timings and who deals the damage? They're just right-clicking the tower with Nyx Assassin and Pangolier.
Yeah, there's not much. I mean, I guess you've got Curse of Avernus. It's only level 1 for now, but once it gets a little bit higher, it kind of makes your whole team into a pretty strong pushing force.
Where are those hooks? I want to see at least one.
I'm sure he'll deliver. The smoke's out now. Mitch, Gogi, Nikolita. They are looking for Sumail. That is their target. Sumail, meanwhile, he's going for the Battle Fury build. He's got Demon Edge, Void Stone already built up. Pretty scary guy. Oh, the scan from OG. It's just about going to catch them out here, but they've already seen him. Can they land the hook? Nope, Sumail dodges it out easily and now turns around onto mid. It turns around, their tail TPing in, and he knew that. That's why Sumail just walked into his arms, gets that ultimate immediately purged off him. This Pudge is now just a useless watermelon in the middle of this fight. Meanwhile, Gogi was throwing in some poison from the side, but there's that ultimate thrown out onto Sumail. The poison comes out from Viper, but unfortunately, Sumail just does way too much damage, and he chops through the Viper. Meanwhile, Nikolicia picked up on the sidelines by mid one and Topson, making it 2 kills for OG and a failed gank attempt from Tempo.
They're also doing a good job with controlling the enemy jungle, the outpost, the south one is also OG's, and they're not stopping at the moment. Like you can see them, they're always lurking around. Now Saxa is just farming on the top lane, has ulti available, plus Meteor Hammer is about to be delivered to him. That's going to be some extra tower damage, plus the combo.
Oh, poor Invoker. Oh, getting dived. Doesn't manage to get a 2-man tornado off, but unfortunately, these two heroes won't be leaving him alone anytime soon. TPs are coming over, mid one on top of him, Invoker, he's going to get brought down here as well. Rolling Thunder's going to come out, and that's going to control up the Pudge as well. It's borrowed time pop from No-Tail to try and get himself out of danger. Then one keeping the rolls coming, he's making so much value from this Rolling Thunder, and look at the damage coming out to the Batrider as well. Saxa turning up to this one, getting the easy stun, getting the easy kill more like. Nikolicia brought down Mitch along with him as well. So much damage, so much kill potential. They are just exploding the heroes of Tempo. They're looking for more. Viper's going to be target. He turns around with the poison, but unfortunately, it's not going to keep him alive. He's going to get his curry spiced, and that's going to make it 4 heroes dead on the side of Team Tempo. They are falling apart in the teams once again. OG, they are just dismantling any team they come on across today.
And Topson, once again, with the build. 2 null talismans into Crystallis, has Deso queued up. And the way they're playing, you can see Troll with the Battle Fury. That's the item that was kind of only meant for anti-mage for quite some time, and Ricky is building it right now to have, yeah, I mean, you need to buy it, you need to have some kind of farming ability on Ricky, and this item might be back. It got buffed though.
I'll see Sumail chop through some trees. Isn't it? They made it pretty good against heroes as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 60 to 70%, and then 60 to 50% on creeps.
And the damage gutting.
Yeah, that's a big one. A whole 6 extra damage. Does make a difference, though. It's one of those ones you feel, oh, Saxa stuns up the Weaver. He's got a good control up. He's got a Meteor Hammer as well. Weaver, he can't do anything. He's just dead. Saxa Dota. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They make it look easy. No-Tail, meanwhile, I'm not sure he's okay, although they're actually getting more heroes in here as OG just suddenly get 2 extra heroes out of nowhere. No-Tail, he's got the support he needs. OG once again just dumping this ult onto whoever comes near him, but unfortunately it's just not getting much done right now. He's going to get himself dropped. Topson takes some poison. Sunstrike comes down, not going to connect onto No-Tail though.
I don't think
assuming No-Tail is going to retreat.
I don't believe Sunstrike connected so far. I wanted to see Boss Rex Invoker instead. Have ways of dispelling the Battered Shield. On top of that, mana burning any of these heroes could be crucial.
Yeah. I mean, I generally only like seeing Exhort Invoker when you've got really good setup for the Sunstrike. And now, you do have Pudge. You do have Batrider. But, oh, they actually get one. Oh, god damn it. We got a hook, we got a Dismember, we got a Sunstrike. And I missed every single one. Meanwhile, from the top lane, Saxa looking for the revenge kill here, and they might well just have it. Monty getting brought down up at top.
I mean, it's a fountain hook if you're just defending your own base all the time. Like, it counts as a fountain hook.
Oh, okay, cool. Good job, Mitch. Brings him in onto the high ground and brings down mid one, but they do lose their Invoker, who was split pushing up at top.
He needs to put more points in Hook to lower the cooldown. I would skip a level 10 talent instead and just put 2 more points in Hook.
Yeah, I mean, what's rot damage or armor really going to do for you at this stage? They need that uptime.
Don't leave the base.
Oh, unfortunately. That's the message OG are trying to send, and Nikolicia, he's receiving it loud and clear right now. Gogi's like, can I come back? Can please. And Topson immediately jumping in right now, along with all the other heroes joining in as well. Sunstriker finding nothing at all. Exist jumping in, but Gogi, he's being targeted. Topson, though, he's actually poisoned up. He's taking a lot of damage from this. All right, they get one. But now, in comes the ultimate from Pangolier, rolling up onto the high ground, and Voka just sitting there receiving. But he's also able to get himself to safety. Mitch, 3 seconds on the hook. Will he find it? You know what sad is? It's level 10. He took.
To the left.
You know what he did?
To the left.
Send him your energy, guys. We can help him land the hook if we work together. 3, 2, 1. Oh no!
So close.
Every time.
So far.
So close. Now OG.
This troll has full SNY on top of 1,000 gold.
Oh yeah, chill. Battle Fury, kids. It's still a decent item sometimes. From some heroes. Oh my god. Sumail's just reading him like 2 hours before he even throws his next
That was a bad hook to start with.
Damage being jumped onto the Troll Warlord. I'm going to leave you there, Lacoste. I don't argue with the Pudge Master. Jumps his Viper as well. I mean, he is a support, but still, if you see him just get melted like this as Mitch and Gogi just completely eviscerated. Bat Rider as well, going to be gunned down. The stun out onto the Evoker. Oh, okay, cancels out it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You can buy back, you can fight, you can hook, you can Sunstrike, but at the end of the day, OG is just going to keep running you down as they claim another lane of barracks and look towards mid as well. Topson was pushing this one in to make sure they've got the tier 2 tower. We can grab another one. Monty, he's laughing along as well.
They're having fun.
Yeah. Seeing what they can do. Got another hook. Another. Okay. Clumsy net. Mitch could use that, I think. Maybe they should give it to him. Maybe they should give him their neutral items. Is that a new way of creeping? Pudge, brought down. It's only 1 racks, boys. That's a mentality to have. Oh my god, what the heck? Where did he go?
Damage, Void Spirit.
Void Spirit, yeah, it's a thing. Meteor's gonna come riding through the entirety of OG, but OG just do not care. They couldn't care less, in fact.
When it's time to call it, it's time to call it.
That was not very nice.
Monty trying to bait them in with his actions, with his words. No Topson on the floor.
Tower is under attack.
Maybe that's enough to draw them in. Yeah, Nicolicia's going to be a target.
And they've had enough. Like, we're just going to drop the hammer on the towers. Trolls.
Yeah. Time to focus up.
Getting the ancient, then this game will end.
Seal their ticket in the grand final. In the what? In the closed qualifiers. Another day, another hook. Mitch, he's getting pinged right now. They're joking around, I would guess, but down goes the Pudge, down goes the Viper, down goes the Ancient. OG will take the series 2-0, and, well, that's it. OG make it through.
OG doing good in the open qualifiers, who would have guessed?
Shocker. Shocker. Yeah.